Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. No Chiesa, no Vlahovic. This is what we will talk about in that video. I will try to explain you, especially on the case of Chiesa, because a lot of people are already freaking out. Why is Federico Chiesa not being called up? Why is he not in the squad list? What about Vlahovic? So give a small little update about that, but also speaking about the game of tomorrow versus Verona. It was already important, it was already crucial, it was already the game of the games, because we are always saying the same. Every single game in Serie A is super important, crucial, and whatever adjective that you want, you can just put it there to make it even bigger as it really is. But it is. Tell it to our friends too of Milan that yesterday versus Cremonese they did 0-0. They will tell you, hey, actually yes, Cremonese game was not a game that we had to underestimate. It was important, more than what people are thinking. When people are saying, why are you celebrating versus Spezia? Well, celebrating versus Spezia gives you 3 points at the end if you are able to win, and gives you the opportunity to go up in the ranking. What tomorrow versus Verona we can do, because we can reach a third or fourth spot, something that a few weeks ago it was absolutely not possible. It was not even possible to imagine in or to talk about it. It was forbidden. We were 10th, 12th, 9th, 8th, whatever position, but we were really far. And at a certain moment, Massimiliano Allegri says, our dream, our objective is, before the international break, to be as close as possible to that top 4. It was not even mentioning being in the top 4, where tomorrow we have the opportunity to go for it, because we'll speak about Serie A. I want to speak about it, and then at the end of the video we'll also speak about the best midfielder of the world called up by the national team of France. Didier Deschamps, he called him up. Attenzione, we are not speaking about Pogba because he will not be there. It's another player. So we start with the result. Result of Serie A. Yesterday, Napoli, they won, and we know how they won. We already spoke about it in the video this morning. If you didn't have the opportunity, watch it, please, because the views were not that great. So put a maximum of like. Subscribe to the channel. There is no live mini recap, but please, if you want to, do that effort. Spezia Udinese, Udinese, the magic Udinese of Sotil, 1-1 versus Spezia. Cremonese, 0, Milan 0, but the game was today, because the other ones we already spoke about yesterday. Sassuolo, Roma, after Roma opening the goal and the score towards the end of the game with Tammy Abrams, after 7 games without scoring. Guys, we are sometimes criticizing our top phenomenon Vlahovic because he's not scoring for 1 or 2 games. Guys, Tammy Abraham, only his 2nd goal of the season in Serie A. He opened the scores without thinking that the game was not over. Pinamonti 1-1. Equalizing of Sassuolo 1-1 versus Roma. Roma losing points and going back and back and back in that ranking. Lecce Atalanta, attenzione, miracle about the South Italian team Lecce, that came from Serie B, that we were able to beat 1-0 with a goal of Fagioli, and we said how difficult the game was. Well, they won versus the magic Gasperini team. Why not Gasperini at Juve? Well, they lost 2-1 today. Guys, Torino, we don't care, they are winning 2-0 at the moment. Fiorentina of Italiano, they are back, they are winning versus Salernitana. Inter 6-1. When we are speaking about all these kind of strange things in Serie A and blah 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 blah, after the Bologna team, ex-Thiago Motta, ex-Inter, is now the trainer of Bologna, after them opening the score with a really strange goal, we have to admit it, well, they equalized with a phenomenal goal of Dzeko. The Interista friends are already exaggerating, I saw. They were saying better than the goal of Zinedine Zidane in Champions League. They are maybe a bit exaggerating. Well, after that 1-1, the 2-1, the leading goal of Inter before that 6-1, it comes from a really strange, again, decision from VAR, from the referee, from whoever you want, because there is absolutely no foul. Lautaro is again simulating, they receive a free kick, 2-1, they are winning. Well, all this gives us actually the table now, and why I was speaking about how important tomorrow's game is, because you can see it here on the screen. Napoli, they are out of sight. Milan, 30 points, 27 for Lazio, that has to play tomorrow versus Monza. Inter, 27, winning today 6-1, Atalanta 27, Roma 26, and here you have Juventus winning tomorrow. We have to win tomorrow. Guys, attenzione, occhio vivo, open eye alive, occhio vivo, guys. You have to pay attention tomorrow, seriously, because you have the opportunity to go to 28, awaiting to the result of Lazio. If Lazio tomorrow, you never know in life, they lose versus Monza, we go third alone. If Lazio, they do a result, they can be third and we are fourth. Something incredible. We have to beat Verona. No excuses tomorrow. Absolutely no excuse. And I know, and we go now to the squad list. When we are seeing here the squad list, our 3 goalkeepers are there: Bremer, Danilo, Alexandro, Gatti, Bonucci, and Rugani. Then we have in the midfield a lot of players: Locatelli, Quadrado, Kostic, Miretti, Rabiot, Paredes, Fagioli, Milik, Keane, Di Maria, and Mathias Soulé in the front. No Da Grassa. I was thinking that Da Grassa would have joined the team this morning. He's not there. If you didn't watch the video yet, do it, because it's there online. Who will miss? Pogba, we know. Ake, we know. Caio Jorge, we know. McKennie not able to recuperate. Ealing Jr. still not there. De Sciglio neither. The years are over for all these players, or nearly all of them. Chiesa and Vlahovic, big surprise for some people. Paredes and Keane are back. Will they start Keane? There is a chance. Paredes, absolutely no. But Chiesa and Vlahovic, they are back. They are not there. They are not there. Why? And this is where I wanted to spend a few times about Federico Chiesa and about Vlahovic. Vlahovic, we know it. He had the test this morning to see if yes or no he was doing better, if he was feeling better. If he still had that growing pain that was annoying him, he would have rested, not going and traveling to Verona to try to be there for the last game of Serie A before the international break. It means Juve, Lazio in our home, and then going to the Serbian national team. We don't know yet the list of the Serbian national team. I hope it's nothing major for our 22 years old Vlahovic, because also mentally for a young player like that, going to the World Cup can be a big boost. We should be able to beat Verona without Vlahovic. What about Chiesa? The big question. Federico Chiesa, he will not be there tomorrow, and it makes totally sense, guys. We know it. When we saw him quite early, actually, we were absolutely not even thinking about it versus Paris Saint-Germain. We were all celebrating, we were all happy. We saw him in a second game in a row in Serie A, and we were all happy, we were all celebrating, of course, and some people, they were thinking, Chiesa is back, let's start him from the first minute versus Verona. That is a team that, why not, we can allow to test Federico Chiesa. And no, because it's a mid-game, it's a midweek game. Attenzione, sorry. Midweek game. That means that the days from the last game that we played until tomorrow are really short. And then you have even Lazio at home. Don't forget that you have to travel to Verona. So it's long distance for a player that is already feeling some pain at his knee. It's totally normal after a ACL. So already playing a few minutes every single week, it's already something extraordinary. Something that we have to be happy about. But traveling to Verona, on top of already feeling pale at the knee, in a game that is midweek, it was probably a bit too much for Federico Chiesa. That would probably not even play tomorrow. So Federico Chiesa will not play. We still have chances to see him versus Lazio. If not, let's take zero risk and see him after the World Cup. Speaking about the World Cup, and that's the last topic about that short video, well, France already called up their men, and we see here in their midfield, we see Adrien Rabiot. Adrien Rabiot that is taking actually a big central place on that picture, because he's next to Tchouaméni. Attenzione to Adrien Rabiot. Can he be a starter for France? Yes or no? I think that he deserves it, especially if you are looking at all the other ones, because Kanté will not be there, because Pogba will not be there. So who do you have? Guendouzi for Marseille. You have Verretou. I don't even know in which team he's playing now. He's coming from Roma now. I don't know. We have Camavinga, important player, of course. And then Fofana. What about the strikers? Mamma mia, look at the strikers that they have. They have Mbappé, Dembélé, Nkunku, Coman, Griezmann, Benzema, Giroud. 7 fantastic strikers. But of course, if they don't have Rabiot, who will feed them? So without Rabiot, these strikers are absolutely nothing. So they need Rabiot. Hey guys, it is what it is. No, seriously guys, let me know what you think about l'équipe de France. Is it a team that can win the World Cup? Yes or no? Is that one of your favorite teams? Or is it Argentina, like a lot of people are thinking? I'm really curious to see it, because we are entering slowly but surely La Coupe du Monde, World Cup Qatar 2022. Let me know in the comment about Serie A, about Chiesa, about Vlahovic, but also about the World Cup. Grazie. As always, guys, Forza Juve. And think about tomorrow, because Verona, we have to beat them. We have to beat them. 1, 2, 3, we start.